now we will have the talk of from Alejandra Garcia. Alejandra is from Chile. She's a medical technologist, and she has a master's in biological sciences. Alejandra also has training and experience in business administration, project management, digital transformation, and innovation. She has more than 10 years leading several projects with high impact on health, contributing to the development of health information system from innovation and generating strategic alliances with relevant actors in the ecosystem. As an entrepreneur, she has achieved outstanding participation in different innovation and entrepreneurship awards in health, such as the Ibero-American Prize for Innovation and the Entrepreneurship awarded by the General Secretariat of Spain, the Entrepreneurial Vision Award granted by Banco Santander Chile, and also a finalist in the health category Avoni Award. So we really thank you, Alejandra, for being here. Welcome to this session. When you want, you can start to share your screen. Yes. So welcome.
So please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me, and congratulations for this initiative. And thank you, Gabriela, for your presentation, because I see I'm not alone in this career metamorphosis. It is a pleasure to be here with you to share my experience, rather to motivate you to follow your purpose independent of the career you are studying or you have studied. So the title represents a part of my life. For that reason, I presented my story in a couple of talks, but I tried to add a little suspense. So finally, I would like to clarify that I'm not a STEAM woman, I'm not data science, but I have been forming a path from clinical science to innovation and entrepreneurship, thanks to image processing in biomedicine. So before starting the presentation, let me briefly introduce myself. I think it's important to give you a little history about me. I am a sister at the center of 3 sisters. I study in a public school, in an emblematic school here in Santiago de Chile. I am a mother of a wonderful 11-year-old daughter and wife. I am an air yoga lover, and my great guilty pleasure, it is watching anime with my daughter. I've been brought back to that stage of my childhood during the pandemic. So why am I here? As I said, I did not study anything associated with STEM areas, but I formed a path from clinical areas, specifically research towards the business of products and service to solve health challenges, articulating different actors from clinical, engineering, and business areas. I can say I am the ham in the sandwich, and I could define this role innovation manager. So this is a brief history. I always like to help others, but I didn't want to be with patients, so I decided to study medical technologies at University of Chile. In this career, we process the tissue samples in the laboratory. And my favorite course in this career was hospital management. So I have been performed different diplomas, business administration, preparation, evaluation, and management projects, and digital transformation. And I started on the way of innovation with this course, the certification in innovation at the Stanford Research Institute. It was a course here in Santiago de Chile with Corfo and public institution. And recently I obtained innovation management certification. No, and this is this is a picture from the last undergraduate degree. So I participate in the creation of the first spin-off Faculty of Medicine. And this project allowed me to win two major awards, Santander Universidades and Ibero-American Innovation Award. I traveled to Spain to receive the award at the summit of State of Presidents. So it was very important conference. I have led for 10 years project with impact on health, and I have participated in high impact publication. And I have visited more than 15 countries around the world in different kind of conference. And finally, people call me Sense Mom, because I've been around science. The project was writing. However, I prefer to be called Wonder Woman, for that reason the title, because I am always dealing with the egos of the 5 university that compose this center. This is my short history about my life. So we'll start the. So how I started this journey from science to science or clinical area to business innovation career. This was 15 years ago. At this time, I was working as a confocal microscopy manager, and this center, digital center of semen analysis, arose from a fusion of my clinical experience in the diagnosis of semen analysis and a German physicist expert in image processing. So then we decided to apply for the Chilean government project, and we won. And in this project, as I participate as a project manager, being the catalyst between academia and private sector. And this project is based on infertility. It's a big problem for many couples, and it's a great issue, because it's emotional and culture pressure. Your parents visit and always say, hey, when the baby's coming, and really it's a big pressure. So, and the couple are willing to spend a lot of money, on assisted reproductive therapies. Not only women, but also men, because the infertility is increasing, because many people are postponing parenthood, and there are other kinds of problems like environment pollution or increased testicular cancer. So then this is representative, I think works video. This is a representative video of a sample of semen analysis. You can see there are different problems in the diagnosis, considering that is that is examination is carried out visually, no? And the common problem, lost standardization between centers, high inter-laboratory variability, and you need an expert if you want to get a better and correct results, no? There are reference value from World Health Organization. For example, motility below 15% is considering potentially infertile. So you can imagine what an emotional impact is. Impact it is for a man, no? If his sperm is not able to reach the egg. So in this project, I worked in programming algorithm in ideal interface, in order to identify, segment, and classify spermatozoa, according their movement. Okay. And the service that we create in this spin-off was medical center prepare the samples, and then medical staff send the image, acquire the image or video. This image or videos are sent to our server, SEDAI server, and image are automatically analyzed with clinical validate algorithm. And our value proposition is 10 times less, 95 accuracy, stored, it's possible to see the image later, and clinical validate. So the idea of the digital center was great. So then we thought in the next project, and this is the next project called digital pathology, and then you can imagine what is the purpose. Also, I worked here as a project manager, being the catalyst between different stakeholders. So this project was based on tissue image processing with the aim of improving, the breast cancer diagnosis. The breast cancer is the second most frequent cause of cancer death in women in the world, and in Chile especially is increasing also. Then the biopsy is the examination of a tissue sample, providing a diagnosis of certainty and to decide on the most appropriate treatment for patient. This is it's a typical image from biopsy, and the positivity, the patient may or may not benefit from hormone therapy. So it's really important to define the positive grade or percentage. And finally, actually, I am work at this center, the National Center for Health Information System, promoting collaborative initiative with different stakeholders of the ecosystem. And this center, it's a technological innovation center. It's a private no-profit corporation composed by these 5 universities, emblematic university here in Chile. Also, we have a multi-sectorial directory, academia and industry. It is important, to get different perspective. Our purpose is contribute, to the promotion and adoption of health information technologies collaboratively, fostering the development of human capital and boosting the innovation ecosystem to improve people's healthcare. This is the area that we are working on. Institutional e-health strategy, quality insurance, human talent, interoperability, and innovation. I won't go into the details about each of them because there is not a lot of time. Then you can check the website. No, I only highlight my area innovation, to promote innovation and entrepreneurship through collaborative initiative between different stakeholders. And we have this center, we have a lot partners or collaborators, clinical, hospital, others university, members, and others partners or providers. And we are collaborating with many organizations in different countries also regarding on these areas that I show you. And I lead one of the first efforts to strengthen innovation entrepreneurship in digital health in Chile. Innovative challenge in order to improve or in order to boost the interoperability in healthcare. And I love to be catalyst for action. My work in my work there is a lot of collaboration and exchange of perspective between different actors or among different actors. You can see we work in this initiative with a lot of partners related with providers or industry, university, almost 40, I think almost 40 organizations. And finally, almost finished, almost finished. I would like to give you some innovation tips. First, developed the market really needs, about your value proposition, it's really important. Your organizational alignment, of course. And if you have a great idea, you can get financing if your solution responds to the needs of the markets. And the team, with complementary competences to be a leader and team player, like Naruto, my favorite anime. It's important. You need a champion leader for boosting this kind of project or this kind of initiative. And final, I would like to leave you with a reflection from this Chinese philosopher who lived in the 4th century before Christ. Knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is true wisdom, mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power. So believe in your capability and just do it. This is my final message, and I will be happy to answer your question now. And if you have some question or if you want to write me, this is my email.
Thank you so much, Alejandra. It was a really nice talk. I think that your experience working in the area of innovation in healthcare is also really valuable. And it is really interesting how you are interacting with people working maybe in data science without being working in data science. So I think that this is a really good point of view, and it is completely necessary mainly when you are working with big projects. And I will check, but I think that we do not have any question yet in the Q&A, and I will check the chat too. So if
It was
we can
clear or maybe not.
no, we can wait some minutes because maybe we have some delay. So I can ask you maybe what do you, based on your experience, what was your experience working with a data science project, and what is the perspective that you have for future projects? Do you think, I think that the projects that are based on data science will be more frequently year by year. So I think that we can find, we have a lot of different areas in which data science can contribute. And I think that this will be growing up through the years. What do you think, and what was your experience comparing maybe 15 years ago to now?
So I think the data science have a good opportunity working on health, no? Because currently many clinicals, no, are how do you say, many clinicals are getting more and more information about their patient. So, and they need to process this data in order to get a better diagnosis for their patient. So I think it's a really good opportunity to open your mind and try to look to a job, maybe look a job in the health area.
Yes, I agree, and I think the technological advances that we were experiencing during the last years also contributed to have more digital information about patients, as you mentioned. So completely agree with your answer. And we have one question here, and it's from Anna. Thank you for your talk. And the question is, how do you process the images? And another question is, do you have any open source project for doing it?
So we've in the laboratory currently I don't work with any program, no, because my currently work is more catalyst, it's most like a management work. So but in the past I remember we work with the IDL program and MATLAB, no, for image processing. And about open project, what is the other question? Is about
do you have open source projects for doing it?
Sí. I think in University of Chile they are working on trying to standardize the protocols of image processing. And there is a paper about that, and maybe I can search and I can put in the link in the chat if you need more details, no, about that. Because currently we are working more in the interoperability, no, in different how do you say? Oh, sorry. In different clinics, no, or center, no, interoperability, how the centers can interchange, no, the information about the patient, for example, no, and this area, no, in health you use other kind of standards, no, like HL7 or other specific for health.
Yes, yes, totally. So thank you so much for your nice presentation, Alejandra, and thank you for being
Thank you.
here.